Kiss X Sis was one of the first anime I ever watched once I restarted my anime watching engines about 7 years ago. It's not that I went off anime, I just didn't know that when I was 14 I was actually watching anime when I caught the likes of Dragon Ball Z, Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! On Cartoon Network. This silly little pony thought they were cartoons! Oh, youth! Anyway, I digress. So, I was a horny little hamburger one day, searching the web for an Ichi Eye Fest when I came across this little gem. Immediately, I was pulled into the story. A young man tragically losing his mother at a young age, now living with his twin stepsisters who are older and both love him and want to get with him. And excuse me? Twin stepsisters? Get with him? I said to myself in hushed tones, lest my golden lad be eavesdropping. Sign me up! Some of you with impeccable memories will even remember me mentioning the anime a couple of years ago when I made the first Unsinnable on Why the Hell Are You Here, Teacher? So you know I'm not messing about! To be honest, I've been a fan of this kind of thing ever since seeing the masterpiece Kiss X Sis. Before I continue, I'm really trying to recover views on this channel. I let things slip for a couple of years and now I am paying the price. So a like and a comment help a lot. This channel never really gets comments, so I'd greatly appreciate it, and of course watching for as long as possible also would be so appreciated you have no idea. Anyway, Kiss X Sis starts when young Kita, the main character, is trying to get into the same high school as his older sisters Eiko and Riko, who are twins, don't forget, and all kinds of weird but mainly wonderful hijinks ensue. My favourite part of this anime is how seriously it takes its ichiosity. It's not clouded under a veil of silly reasons for getting so close to their admirer, for example in the Testament of Sister New Devil. Oh, I gotta flip your flip-flops and get all warm and fuzzy because I'm trying to save you and stuff. It's more like his sisters are dirtbag horn dogs who want a piece of brother pizza and they're damn well clambering to get some of that mozzarella, if you feel me. So keeping in mind what I just said, imagine my shock and extreme delight when their 23-year-old teacher Yuzuki makes an entrance to the anime, becoming more involved in the episodic plot under the guise of ensuring her two female students aren't in some kind of weird relationship with their brother, which shock twist they absolutely are, hence the previous mozzarella comment. But the best part of it was, she also, over the course of the 2 seasons, decides to pull up a stool and wait by the metaphorical oven and get her own hands on some of that lovely cheese. Now this has always been a thing for your boy. I fancied the heck out of my French teacher in high school, and after I left, I felt abandoned by an extreme lack of any kind of teacher-student shizzle out there in the world until, that is, I came across anime and Persona 5.
Life really is a roller coaster, isn't it? I went from being a teacher to being a maid to dating a high school student.
In this one, they also take it much further than any other anime, which greatly shocked me when the prevailing opinion of the vocal minority was that domestic girlfriend was hell on earth and should be burnt at the stake like Joan of Arc for its sins. I revealed I'm selling this anime and got back a barrage of, oh my god, you're gonna be bleaching your eyes. It's so bad! Utter trash!
Boy. That escalated quickly.
From no doubt a group of people who got their informed decision from a Reddit post without actually watching the anime. Needless to say, I felt let down. It was okay. They slept together once. At the end of 12 episodes, okay, big deal! But in Kiss X Sis, it was written and animated before global outrage over the resizing of a burger bun was considered a thing, and they were thus able to create pure gold and have it interred into the internet for all eternity. My favourite part is most definitely the teacher doing the nasty, and by nasty I mean the bestie to herself whilst wearing his sweaty gym clothes that she had borrowed after the twins soaked her with water for an obscene amount of time whilst trying to still pretend that it was an accident. In a later episode she ends up all alone around his house for a visit, and for some unknown reason that I cannot recall, probably because I was too busy happily and mindlessly grinning at what I thought might be about to happen, sign me the fuck up! She ends up in his shower and then half in the nip. She then, thank all the gods in existence, trips and falls over onto him, and amazingness happens as a result. Long story short, it was amazing. Kiss X Sis is, in my opinion, a really great anime. It's got solid animation, good voice acting, and a shockingly great choice of music. I mean, check out this! Isn't that just the weirdest, most wonderful piece of music to accompany an anime about twin sisters wanting a piece of their brother? It's also worth highlighting that the pacing and storylines are handled really nicely. The anime took years to make since it's an OVA, so it's no wonder the pacing is so good. And I must admit it does humour very nicely. I remember laughing a great many times. The best part of all of it though is that if you're like me and you actually genuinely enjoy Ichi anime, then this is one of the most Ichi, and you probably sat there going, yeah right, I've seen High School of the Dead, I've seen High School DxD, bruh. And firstly I'd say, calm down. But mostly I'd say, yeah, those anime are highly Ichi, but everything is mostly covered. This one is covered, but believe me when I say, barely, dude! You're gonna be bombarded with practically full-on nudity. Tons of making out. And don't forget, pure gold with the teacher. Like, these guys and gals didn't shy away in the slightest. Best of all for Keita and his sisters, his father and his stepmother literally couldn't care less, and in many ways over the episodes, actively encouraged their getting together. So it's even more awesome for that reason, because they don't have to pretend like many other anime that their parents leave them home alone for 6 years at a time, because they're so busy working abroad. I'm not buying what you're selling, anime-chan! Also, it bears mentioning that it's more harem than not. Several other characters do become involved, fellow female students at the school, and the teacher's own sister, for example. So it's not a one-trick pony, far from it. Ultimately, whether you watch or not is up to you. I hope this video gave you a laugh and that you enjoyed it. Please be sure to, as mentioned, leave a like and a comment. It helps a lot. And let me know if you'd like more of these kinds of videos. My Patreon is also down below if you'd fancy supporting myself and the channels. And of course, I'll see you next time. Chris Harris, Ted L, Inakami and Water, Manuel Morales, Marquez, Nick Wyndham, Aura Keeper, Steelers, The Epic Commander, Bird Without a Word, Blitzcow, Brandon Creer, Gaten 2000, Kieran Robinson, Cumfroig, Kim Munt, Magnus, Matthew Casterline, Nathan Burr, Sean, Ali50, Dark Lord Bloody Soul, Guru, Isel Caldera, Yor Edvinson, Jonas Stahl, Jordan Samuels, Jaffa6263, Kelnock, Kepan, Kevin Nalter, Conito, Luis Cruz, Matthew Blanchett, Matt the Marshmallow, 9028, Sentimento, Storm 970, The Elemental Wars.